going to be a crazy day here. A little over a half mile oval here at the Marty Moville Raceway. It is a racetrack with all the bumps and craziness and thin walls there are. It's going to be a mess, but it's also going to be the shot for a lot of drivers to come back and make themselves relevant. We're already having bumps and bruises in the pit, and this is just practice. Welcome to the Somebody's Gonna Die 200. Watch St. Geist as he goes over the front. Look at that, in the air. Well, the cars are going to get beat up, and today it's just going to be a crazy sort of race. Anything can happen today. And as you take a look at, we're going to go right now to the qualifying. Qualifying's only going to take a couple minutes here as we go ahead. But the Marty Moville Raceway is the place that we're going to see race number 6. We're almost halfway through. Tomorrow will be the halfway mark. And right now, 3 minutes to qualifying. So the qualifying, it's going to be big.
To your cars.
As they go, drivers to your cars here. And right now, we're going to take a look at the points. Mike Kilroy comes in today at number 1. Bryce McMinn, 2. Nick Leahy, 3. Country Doc, 4. John Galante, 5th. Novick is 6th. Chris Mullins is 7th. Michael Paul is 8th. John Oldfield is 9th. And Michael Koran is 10th. Ronald Ray is 11th. John Geist is 12th. And Josh Johnson is close, number 13. Spencer Kell is 14th. 15th is Zane Geist. 16th, Matt Brinker. 17th is Eschenbaugh. And we're taking a look right now through the qualifications. We'll get to that. 18 is Cunningham. 19 is Warren, who's moving up incredibly. 20 is Gonzalez. 21 is Rocha. 22 is Sandra. 23 is Mullins. 24 is Simmons. 25 is Hopper. 26 is Velasco. Pham is number 27. Bandy's 28. Lipper 29. And look, people are just getting more and more different laps. So it's going. John Geist was first, and now it's Eschenbaugh. And Eschenbaugh now at 21 seconds. He has the lead. Brandon Powell is 30th. Nate Butler 31st. Scott Schultz 32nd. Paul Slovic 33rd. There's 200 laps to this race at 20 seconds a lap. That means that it's going to be 3 laps a minute. It is not going to be a long race, but it will be a race where you're going to see a lot of wrecks. See, I would expect 15 out of 33 cars to make it, and that's on a good day. Taking a look at the qualifying so far, looks like Country Doc, who is 4th in points, qualifies 2nd. John Geist is 3rd. Brooke Warren, though, on a tear, on a huge tear, making the big comeback 4th. Josh Johnson 5th. Steve Eschenbaugh now, the lead qualifying-wise. Brent Simmons is 8th, and Brent needs a big one because he's down to 24th in the standings. He's right near that borderline between the top 25 and number 26, Adam Velasco, is way back there. Adam needs basically to win this one. I don't even see Velasco. He might be in last place. Qualifying, Bryce McMinn. Where is Adam Velasco? He's 22nd. So Adam needs to win this, and he'll do it. Matt Brinker there. John Galante's 14th. Paul Slovic 15th. He's 33rd in points. Needs a win. Needs an absolute win. Has to win this no matter what to stay relevant in a race. Same as Scotty Schultz, Nate Butler. Brandon Powell needs at least the top 5. Brian Lippert ran well last race, but we're going to have a lot of people out early on. It's not going to be very good. The time remaining here, it's going to be set, and there you see it. That's going to be your qualification. So they go through. That's going to be it. And Eschenbaugh, Country Doc, John Geist, all the way to Warren, and that's going to be huge as we're about ready to begin here. So the happy hour practice is going to be it. They're practicing right here. Oldfield running some good laps, but it's all, can you avoid the big ones? There's going to be a lot of messes involved
Drivers,
here.
to your cars.
So they're going to their cars, and we're going to go out to the track right now for the pregame and the beginning of the race. So we're going to go with spectator mode early. Why? Because in spectator mode, you'll be able to see, as I want to move that up, you'll be able to see the full track, and early on, you want to see the full track. There are going to be so many wrecks and all that stuff. So Steve Eschenbaugh and Country Doc are going to be 1. John Geist and Brooke Warren will be in row 2. In row 3, it's going to be Josh Johnson and Emilio Rocha. You can see this. Sam Hopper and Brent Simmons will be in number 4. Well, Ronald Ray and Steve Bandy will be in 5th. Very big. Going back from Bandy, you will have Brinker and Hugh Pham, and then you'll have Cunningham and John Galante. Now, here's the biggest thing. Mike Kilroy is top in points, and he's way, way back there. I mean, there are 16 rows to this, and it's going to be a mess. So there's Cunningham and Galante back there. Number 9, Paul Slovic, right next to number 65, Sammy Gonzalez. Nick Leahy, who's 3rd in points, he's right next to Zane Geist. Zane is shooting his way up. Zane is now 15th. He was almost last after the first 2 races, and he did very, very well the last couple times. So you can see in the background the different things going in the Jumbotron. I really like seeing that. Behind him is Lippert against Michael Paul. Now, Michael Paul has slipped to number 8th in the points, and that's very big. Doug Sandra needs a big something today. He needs a very big thing today, finish, to stay ahead. Mullins, who yesterday won, is way back where? I don't even see Mullins. He might even be last place like last time. Nate Butler back there. Brandon Powell and Michael Koran are back there. They are in row number 13. And Novick and Mullins will be in 14, I can see. And I'm telling you what, right now, it's going to be very unique seeing this. There you see at the very top of the screen. You see different... no, that's just the numerical order. Right now, we take a look at the... we take a look now at the pace car. And the pace car is going to take 1 lap, so all eyes are on the pace car. 200 laps here, 20 seconds a lap, 5 laps a minute, 3 laps a minute, about. So that's going to take an hour, would be 180 laps, a little bit more. It would be about an hour and a half. But you're going to have really all the cars beat up and wrecked. I'm going to be surprised. I'm always surprised in the test races that any of these cars finish. You see the start-finish line, that green line that you see right there. And in that green line, it is, you see that it's going to be very, very tight there. And especially on this jump, you're going to see a lot of cars that just slam into each other, especially in this first one. So this is a race where really the first few minutes is going to determine a lot. In fact, after the first 6 or 7 minutes, this race might become boring. It's also going to go back to the pit crews also. How fast can they repair these cars after they get smashed? How fast can they do it? If they can do it really fast, they can bring them out, they can still get laps. But if they don't do it fast, if they slip up, if they get too damaged, then they're going to lose a lot of spaces. This really is survival. This is the ultimate test of dodging today. So the first few minutes is going to really determine a ton. It might even be a boring race after 10 minutes. You might get somebody that goes ahead, and when they go ahead, they're going to be like, hey, I'm ahead, I'm just going to cruise. They might get ahead 3 or 4 laps. They might avoid everything and just get through. You never know. And then as the cars thin out, as more and more cars, and here we go. We're about ready to start.
Engines.
So we're about ready to start here, and here comes the pace car. The pace car starts, and let's see, here they go. The pace car moves on. Here's Country Doc and Steve Eschenbach. And we're going to go right now to the spectator view. The spectator view is the only view right now that really matters too much. You see, there are a lot of cars just laying back because they don't want to get caught up in that. The pace car goes off, and this is where the fun begins. The half mile will start now, and here we go. As you see, cars usually are drug back there, and we're underway, and they're going very fast, and they hit the ground. They're running. So early on, oh, there's already a wreck. It looks like Nathan Butler, and there are cars going everywhere. Oh, already it might have been Josh Johnson instead of Nathan Butler. And Brandon Powell again. Powell will go, and look at Powell. He hits, and there's 2 cars down. It's going to be Bryce McMinn is down. And Powell is going ahead. We focus in on Powell because we know he is always in the wrecks. John Oldfield has moved his way up, and it looks like there are a lot of cars right now. And here's Doug Sandra and Michael Koran. Doug Sandra goes down, and he might be in a wreck. Let's see. We got to go back. Doug Sandra, and there are other cars going, but Doug Sandra is on his roof. Sandra is on his roof right here. We had to get to him, and he might be done for a little bit. Doug Sandra getting hit on his roof, and afterwards we're going to go into this. Mark Cunningham again. We don't know who is what here. We're already through 3 laps, and this race has been crazy so far. A couple ones are out. So Sandra looks like he's the first one out of the other ones. I mean, it looks like they're a little bit more aggressive when you're not going after points. And Brent Simmons again. And I'll tell you what, a lot of those jumps right there are really harsh. And it looks like number 41, Bryce McMinn, is down. So Bryce McMinn is done. We're going to have to see that in the first couple laps. Who is doing what where? We go through. This is Brent Simmons, and he goes up. Looks like Brooke Warren went down. Oh my goodness, these cars are getting smashed up everywhere and wrecked. Here we go. This is a far view of everything. There's another, oh, what a hit! And that is Lippert, that's Michael Paul and Nick Leahy and Matt Brinker on the near side. Looking, the cars are thinning themselves out, but on the left-hand side, there's a few more. We're just looking for wrecks. We don't care right now. There is a, right now there's a car going down the left side. It looks like they're going to be out of it. Let's see who it is. Nick Leahy is going into the pits. He's going to be in dangerous trouble here. Nick Leahy is gone. Oh, there's a big wreck on this side, a huge one. And it is, let's see who is hitting there. Looks like Emilio Rocha, Brandon Powell back into the pits. If this race goes boring, let's see who else goes in. It looks like Doug Sandra is out. So Doug is going back onto the racetrack after flipping over. And to the very top, John Geist is in, Brooke Warren is in, lots of damage here. Mike Kilroy going back out. Cars going over that sort of big old jump like the Dukes of Hazzard. There's 2 cars that are out. Number 45, big one, William Mullins is gone, and he might have hurt his own chances of winning it all as William Mullins 23rd in the points. And number 41, Bryce McMinn, who's second in the points. He's going to take a hit today. He's gone. Retired from the race. His car was all beat up. We're going to take a look at this afterwards, and a lot of cars in the pits. Josh Johnson trying to get in. He got beat up there. But when this race starts thinning out, we're going to go back. We don't even know who's winning. Right now it's going to be number 27 who's winning. 27 is Steve Eschenbach. He's good at wrecking. Oh, look at Warren's car. Look at some of these cars. As we go back and forth, Warren's car all beat up. Here's Doug Sandra now, number 51. I'm not sure where Doug is. Doug is, oh, an accident by number 4. That just was one. There's Zane Geist back there near Emilio Rocha. There's Brooke Warren, who's all destroyed, and Mark Cunningham coming out of the pits. Ronald Ray is still, his car is a little bit dinged up, especially in the front. And I think it's ironic that Zane Geist, as Galante and Zane Geist, Koran, back to Cunningham, Velasco. Oh, Cunningham. Cunningham, that was slow. Doug Sandra now. Sammy Gonzalez early. He's still surviving. It's just who's surviving early. We're trying to catch this one as Oldfield goes past Michael Paul very quickly. This is Michael Paul cutting off Brian Lippert. And Michael Paul again, and he hits, and Lippert is hit, and goodbye, that is Keith Novick. Novick again with some damage on him. John Geist, you got that. He is out of the pits, and right now, is that Scotty Schultz? That is. Bandy is a full 2.5 from the leader. Number 29. The leader is Country Doc. Oh, and it goes a little bit slower, but these cars, I'm telling you what, right now, it's a lot of damage. Early on, Bandy. Nick Leahy in a wreck earlier. Bandy going past Eschenbaugh. Eschenbaugh has avoided everything. And there's number 7 who's retiring, Brent Simmons. He's done because of the wrecks. So right now we have 45, 41, 82. 82 is done. Number 82, Spencer Cale, he's gone, an accident. And Nick Leahy, we want to see some of these. So let's take a look at Spencer Cale. Spencer Cale, number 82. Spencer Cale, as we're going around, we got to keep our eye a lot on the mix here. And Spencer, where is he? There he is. Spencer is done because of an accident. We're gonna show a lot of accidents today. Oh my goodness, he got hit hard. Look at Spencer Cale. We're gonna show a lot of accidents. Spencer got inside into the grass, no good there. And then he goes on the Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, he hit the wall in the Dukes of Hazzard jump. And that hurt. Did he get spun around again? I think that is it for Spencer Cale. That was just driver error. That is Spencer Cale there. What about, oh, he got hit. Who hit? Oh, John Geist and Josh Johnson with hits. This is like bumper cars. And let's see where Spencer Cale tried to go. Spencer went very slow, taking people out. And he finally goes into the pit, but Nick Leahy was big. He had to go into the pits. Now Nick Leahy is 3rd in points, and he's done for the day. It looks like he got smashed up. Nick Leahy, oh, there was a huge wreck. And let's see, so Nick Leahy looked okay. He was by Mark Cunningham, and he got caught up into the grass, and it didn't look good. So Leahy again went faster and started to lose it a little bit. Oh, he had Brooke Warren, and then Ronald Ray. The hit, oh, Sammy Gonzalez, oh, Michael Paul, and Matt Brinker all in that one. Oh, Nick Leahy got busted up, and these NASCARs. Brian Lippert with the pass right there. And Nick Leahy, oh my goodness, he got busted up early on the lap, early on. Take a look at number 82 and taking a look at all of the cars right now. Nick Leahy is done with. Right now, there's a lot of cars going in and out. We're going to try and find number 29, Steve Eschenbaugh is in the pits. Number 27, I'm not sure whether he's done for the day. He is falling down in pits, definitely. Country Doc is the leader. Country Doc is number 1. He's leading this whole pack. Steve Bandy is now number 2. And if Steve can hold on for this, that would be huge. Here's Country Doc, and he's in back of Nathan Butler. Nathan Butler, this would be to lap him. Nathan hit hard, and it's all it's thinning out a little bit here. As you see Country Doc, we got a lot of wrecks early on, and the question is, will this race smooth out, or will this race still just have wrecks left and right? So far, these are the drivers that are gone. Brent Simmons is gone, and Keith Novick has retired. And right now, John Galante is moving. He's moving on the track, so he is moving around right now. He's going to at least be 27th. You can get by easily. A lot of laps, especially if you're damaged. Right now, it looks like number 62, actually. You got 5 on the lead lap with Doc and Bandy as 1 and 2 here on the short tracks. And the question is how you take this jump. If you take, there's a wreck, it's going to be Sammy Gonzalez. And Sammy here. Sammy went through. We're going to take a look at what happened to him, if any other cars were involved. And it looks like there was. It looks like there was a few. He took this jump pretty poorly. This is a replay of what happened. He slowed down. He got hit again by John Oldfield. He got nailed by John Geist. Geist could be out of it for doing that. Oh, another one. Brinker and Eschenbaugh. Looked like Brinker and Eschenbaugh. We got to look back on that one. As Matt Brinker is getting beat up here in this race. Good old-fashioned slamathon here. We knew most of these cars wouldn't make it. As Matt Brinker, let's take a look at him already in a car that is smashed up. It's looking like a demo derby here. Look at this car. It's all beat up. He doesn't hit that well. Oh, Steve Bandy nails him right in the back. Matt Brinker again. His car is all beat up here as he's still racing though. He is not going to be denied, and where is he now? He's still racing. This is live. This is live for Brinker. Matt Brinker is 2 laps down. We're in lap number 31 at 200. This, of course, is one of the more exciting races. And it looks like Bandy with the lead. It's all how you take that jump. Eschenbaugh is hurt. Here's John Geist. And they're going to go back and into the pits. So Scotty Schultz, number 6, I'm not sure. He is surviving, though. Schultz, number 6, is 5 laps back. You can see the inside is all beat up. Take a look at the updated stats. I mean, right now, I wish I could just keep it on that one jump. So Scotty Schultz moving around here. Alaska, there's Brooke Warren. Brooke Warren was 4th in the day without a hood, and look at the back of the car, the SEPTA car. It is all beat up, this car, and we still have 166 laps to go. It is that jump that is incredible. Warren now number 79 is 5 laps down and running 22nd. Of course, Warren in that early part needs to come back 22nd. Right now she's 19th. There's Brandon Powell. Brandon Powell 30th in the point. Oh, he hit Few Fam right in the back. And he still keeps on going. It's live. Powell's had a Few Fam move up to 27th. Brandon Powell again. I mean, everybody is so clumped up. They're 3 and 4 laps back. And Powell is 8 laps back at 26. And he's going to try and make some moves, especially on some of these drivers. He is back there. Ronald Ray, number 25. Ronald Ray 11th in points, and you can't tell by this track who is winning. Ronald Ray is now, as I take a look, 18th. He moves up to 16th. So there's a lot. There's 4 cars, 5 cars on the lead lap, with Nathan Butler trying to get past a few people. On the lead lap, you have Vandy number 1. Country Doc number 2 can really take a lead in the points here. Number 3, and we'll take a look at that. Here's Ronald Ray trying to get by Brandon Powell. They are rubbing racing here. And Ronald Ray again trying to get past Brandon Powell. He's going to go to the inside, outside. Well, this could get very interesting. We could see a major wreck here. Ronald Ray goes over oh, and that's a big one. Nate Butler and Zane Geist. Zane Geist, and he got hit. We're going to see this. Also, I think it's Zane Geist and Brian Lippert in an incident. So Geist and Brian Lippert in a big incident here. He's going to stay out of the pits. And what's it going to look like when they actually go into the pits? I don't know. Their pit strategy is all messed up. And that is Zane Geist here. Zane Geist number 92. I'm not sure where he is. He's at 12th. He's 4 laps back. So Nate Butler is now 19 seconds left back right now. Number 22, Bandy. He got hit. We're going to have to take a look at where he is right now. Oh, Zane having trouble on that. Steve Bandy was the leader, and now he's back a lap. His car is relatively okay right now. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here, but Bandy, I don't know if he was in a wreck or not. We got to take a look. We're going to go back. He was winning this race. Then all of a sudden, oh, he was in the pits. I'm wondering why he was in the pits. Was he hit? We're going to see why. They see this. Bandy, I thought he was hit. No, maybe it was just a normal sort of deal. It looks like he's okay here. So we got to go to Zane Geist. Zane Geist number 92. Zane got hit. And he got hit hard. Where is he? He's still going. But we're going to take a look at that incident that Zane Geist was in. As we take a look, he's going over. Where was that? He got spun out. I'm surprised his hood. There it is. So who was involved here? Looks like Nathan Butler. Oh, Butler slammed him from behind. Let's see, did anybody get a good shot? No, Country Doc goes by. Looks like Brian Lippert got beat up a little bit behind there. Brian Lippert is running number 9. And he's 29th in the points. As we go ahead, here's 3 wide for Zane Geist. He's on the inside. Doug Sandra is still in this. Look at Doug relatively with an okay car. Zane Geist and pushing as hard as he can. Yes, Sandra in front of him and Warren, and they all go into the pits. So Doug Sandra, I'm not sure. Like, it is very difficult to see who is what. Sandra is 25th. He's 9 laps back. And he has a lot of damage to his car. That's the biggest thing, is the damage. Going out there, Scotty Schultz, everybody here is, you know, we take a look at the pits and who's coming in and out, and Brian Lippert comes out. He can get some very, very needed laps here. And Warren can do the same thing. I don't see many cars out there. I think this is all the pits so far. Bandy comes out of here, so Bandy a lap down. There's a lot of cars in the pits right now. Nathan Butler, they're coming out as Hugh Pham. We got at least 5 out right now. I think this is a scheduled pit stop. They need tires after their tires are getting old. Country Doc, I'm not sure about. Oh, Butler! close. And let's see who still comes out of the pits. There are some cars. I think Warren is gone because of the accident. Warren, was there a big accident? There might have been a big accident. Michael Paul is gone. And there are a lot of people. We got to see Michael Paul. I think there was a big accident that just happened. Sam Hopper is still in. There's a lot of cars right now that are just trying to survive this. We're a fifth of the way through. I mean, I'm looking at the pit. Michael Paul is out, number 35. Number 65 is Sammy Gonzalez in an accident. Look at all these other ones. Sammy just got in an accident. Brandon Powell in another accident. This is huge. There must have been something. Let's take a look at what happens now. This is all messed up. Sammy Gonzalez, number 65. Oh, number 23 is retired. That's big. Michael Koran. Again, he doesn't finish. Oh, and that's a Ronald Ray wreck coming out there into the wall. Let's see what happened with Sammy Gonzalez, number 65. We're going to go into TV mode as we go back as fast as we can to see Gonzalez. So Sammy Gonzalez, I think Brooke Warren is out. Brooke Warren is out of the, well, Warren came in. Something must have happened. So let's see what happened. Oh, there was a huge one. That was big, whatever it was. So here's Sammy Gonzalez coming to come in. Trying to come in, I guess, to the pits, or maybe not. He's behind Mike Kilroy, who might win this game by attrition. Sammy Gonzalez looking. Oh, he hit the side. Oh, and he hit John Geist, and he flipped over. Oh, and there's more. And there's more. A huge wreck. And we're going to have to see that. Number 87, John Geist. Right here. We're going to see all the cars involved. It looked like there was a few. So Geist went around, and we're also going to take the helicopter view right now and see who is out. What a wreck fest, really. What a wreck fest. So Sammy he hits Sammy in the air. He goes down. And let's see who he hits. Nobody else. There was somebody in front of him. Or number 79. I don't know what happened there. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my goodness, there was a huge wreck. And let's see who started this one. This might be the biggest wreck on lap number 45. We're going to overanalyze this thing. Let's see who's up front. Warren against Country Doc. Warren actually winning that against Country Doc. And there was a complete mess. Oh my, Koran and Nate Butler Cunningham, I think was number 12. So a huge wreck, the big one here. Let's see what happened from Cunningham's point of view as he went through. We want to see why that initial wreck happened. This is a big one. We're going to go to the spectator view. This should give us everything. Already. So Brandon Powell was up there. A lot of cars wrecking here. Brandon Powell, number 11. Powell got beat up there, and looking around, I'm wondering how the first car hit. Warren went down. And here's Brandon Powell coming around to the other end, and this is where things get funny. Already cars, looks like Koran and Pham, and they just keep on slipping and sliding. Country Doc, oh, that is big for him. There's a lot that's out. There's a lot that's out, and right now it's Country Doc that leads by a full lap. hardest race in the world to cover. Matt Brinker against Mike Kilroy, and Kilroy winning the battle here. Kilroy, but Brinker goes ahead as Kilroy gets stuck on the inside in the grass. And he makes the Dukes of Hazzard jump, and guess what? Brinker is 6th. Chris Mullins, number 54, is 10th. He's 7 laps back. This is what we're talking about. Number 3, Brian Lippert, is 5th. He's 4 laps back. We got to take a look. Here's Chris Mullins, number 54. Matt Brinker, Kilroy, Rocha, Ronald Ray. There's Sam Hopper, Michael Paul, Adam Velasco, and here's Country Doc. He's the leader. We're going to stay on him for a little bit. His car is beat up, and it's only lap 63 of 200. Taking a look at this race, a lot of these cars are out. Let's see who's gone. We only got 15 remaining. Paul Slovic is done at 16th, retired. I mean, there's a lot of cars. Michael Koran is done. Josh Johnson just retired because he was beat up. We can't get to all the wrecks. Sammy Gonzalez, the accident, and number 6. Very easy there, Scotty Schultz. He's 20th. So gone is Brooke Warren, retired. Number 62, John Oldfield, is gone. Number 27, Steve Eschenbaugh, is gone. We take a look at number 12, the big old accident by Cunningham. We saw that one. And Doug Sandra's gone at 25th. Brandon Powell does not finish another race. He doesn't finish it. And John Galane is down, same with Brent Simmons. Oh my goodness, number 56. He is down, and that is Big Keith Novick is 29th. 30th is Nick Leahy, so he's going to drop from 3rd position in the points. Spencer Kill is 31st. 32nd is Bryce McMinn. He's going to drop. And number 33 is 33rd and last today is William Mullins. Of course, you'd think a 4-year-old would be able to get through here with all the wrecks. But this is what we have right now. Going first is we have Country Doc at number 1. Steve Bandy is 2nd. So Country Doc. Right now you got Bandy and you have Nate Butler. Butler is 3rd. I think that's more of a Survival U fan, but here's Bandy and Butler behind, so this is the battle for 2nd. This is incredible. Just the damage on all these cars. And who can survive? We're on 60 laps, 69. We're going to number 70. Look at Bandy go. Bandy number 22. My goodness, Sam Hopper's 4th place. Sam is 4th, and Brian Lippert is 5th. So Brian Lippert needs a big shot in the arm. He needs to finish really in the top 5 for the rest of everything else. Right now, Country Doc is only going 79 miles an hour because of the damage. I'm wondering if Bandy is getting any sort of gain on Country Doc. I don't know, because it doesn't go into time. The only way we can do it is see the last lap at 22 seconds. And 22 seconds again for Country Doc. So Country Doc relatively okay here. He's just got to control his car. I wouldn't go 100% either. UFAM number 96. He is 11 laps behind. He's trying to get that pod up to 12. Seems like there's 4 distinct pods. Pod number 1 is just Country Doc, but pod number 2 is Bandy and Butler. Pod number 3 is Lippert heading it, along with Brinker, Zane Geist, and I would even say Michael Paul, and even number 17, Adam Velasco. Velasco, another top 10 finish. I mean, a top 10 finish. He'd be climbing up, slow and steady, winning the race. We're showing Country Doc because you just never know. Country seems to be going on everybody. He seems to be gaining speed tremendously. So Country Doc turning out laps as we're on 76 and now 77. There's fan. Brian Lippert is in. Something happened with him. We're going to have to take a look at Brian Lippert, what happened. Yeah, Sam Hopper here, Adam Velasco, and Michael Paul. Here's Country Doc. fam. Bandy is pushing ahead. We're going to take a look at what happened with Lippert. I think it was... Let's take a look. Brian Lippert right now. Let's take a look at what happened to him. He's definitely in the pits because of damage. And let's see what happened and why. He goes around and let's see. He's hit there. And Lippert again. Says he's going into the pits. Now, I don't know whether something happened beforehand and he's okay or not. Let's see. I just can't see it. I just think it's a normal pit stop. Maybe it's just too much damage. He's getting tires, and I think he's still into it. I have no idea. This is going on. It is difficult. So Lippert is losing laps here. There's Nate Butler, number 8. He is 3rd place. It's all going on Country Doc. We're not even halfway through this race. We're not even halfway through. Country Doc is now his 82nd lap. He's facing a little bit of slow traffic. We're down to 15 drivers, but Lippert is losing laps left and right. This could be a close one, or this could be a blowout as Country Doc. Streaming ahead. Could be damage with him. Could be too much. He's 8 back, so I guess he's back out onto the floor. There's John Geist right now, number 87. And he is 13th. Not much time to think here. Chris Mullins, number 54. He's 9th. He needs a couple laps. And who knows? A pit stop here, a pit stop there. We don't know where the pit stops are. Because when you go in for damage, of course, you're going to give tires, you're going to get fuel, and that's going to maybe cut a pit stop off of everything. So no Country Doc, when he goes in, he's going to lose. Yeah, the question is Country Doc a pit stop behind the people? Or is he on par with everyone else? And that's Mike Kilroy, number 34. 34, Mike Kilroy, he's number 14. He's 10 laps down. Brian Lippert is back out, and you can see him behind Kilroy. Now you see that Lippert running very fast. It looks like he's got a lot of his damage fixed. I'm not saying he can go and win the race, but he also has fresh tires and a fresh gas tank. So when everybody else goes in pits, he can stay out. He's 8 laps down, but in reality, he's trying to get ahead of Mike Kilroy. Let's see, it could be very interesting. Lippert actually running very fast. Goes to the inside, trying to take a lead. Oh, he hit the grass. That wasn't very good. Kilroy again the lead, and Kilroy hits that jump. We only have a few cars on the lead lap. We have 1 car in the lead lap, 3 total cars a lap behind. We have 16 accidents. We have a lot of accidents. So I'm wondering what did it for Brandon Powell this time. What did it for Brandon Powell? We're going to take a look at him. So Brandon Powell, number 11. Oh, and they hit, and it looks like Lippert could take the lead in. Not the lead, but he gets back past Kilroy. Let's take a look here. He's running really fast. Here it is, number 36. This is where he was running, and I think this was his accident right here. It's an easy way to see how everybody went down. Brandon Powell goes around. This is how he did not finish the race. Powell goes down. Oh, he hits the side, and yep, went by there. That first time hitting the side, he was done. And that's it for Brandon Powell. As we go live. Powell is done. We saw Koran. Josh Johnson, number 44. Let's see. That is very interesting. Butler is in the pits now. Let's see about number 44, Josh Johnson. There it is. Josh Johnson and Sam Hopper. Oh, that was a big one with Bandy. So let's take a look at this one. Josh Johnson, and this lap he was racing around, looking okay. Johnson at this time was 2 laps behind. And he was running 8th, and he misjudged that. He hit. And Sam Hopper again, number 2. Oh, Hopper got hit in the back by Bandy. And that's one of the reasons why Bandy's a lap behind. Josh Johnson couldn't get too much more as he got his car done there, really. Actually, he started to speed up. He came into the pits, and that was it. So he came out of the pits, it looks like. So it looks like they did this, they did that with the, did he come out of the pits? They say lap 45. Okay, he did come out of the pits and he got hit. He got hit by Emilio Rocha. So that is big. So Josh Johnson coming out of the pits. So Johnson there. Let's see what happens to Josh Johnson as he's in the pits. Johnson is still in the pits. Johnson. Let's see. Okay, it looks like he's going to go out. I still think Rocha's the one that nailed him. We're going to have to... Oh, there it is. There it is. So we're going to go back, see whenever Josh Johnson goes out. So let's take a look at Josh Johnson now. No, he's done. Something must have... I swear I saw him in the pits. I'm way belaboring this point, but something happened. And I guess he went out or did something. I thought I saw him get hit outside the pits when he went to leave. But anyway, it's very spurious. He's done. Emilio Rocha still in the pits. I guess for everybody else, it's a war of attrition now. Nate Butler's back on the lead lap. No, he's not. He's a minute behind. He's back by, 3 laps now. Cars coming in and out of the pits. This is live, as you see. Mike Kilroy number 34. You can see 34 is 9 laps back. Brian Lippert is 5 back. You just never know. Country Doc, look at this. Country Doc is in the pits, and it looks like Nathan Butler might have the lead. Let's see. Country Doc will come out of this one and go as fast as he can. He is beat up. His car has been beat up. We're going to take a look at the attrition here, and we got a whole new ball game here. Chris Mullins is now in the pit, number 54. Ronald Ray and Matt Brinker, Sam Hopper, Emilio Rocha in the pit. Country Doc, he's 14 seconds back. Where is Nathan Butler? Lasco and Kilroy, Brian Lippert here. Here's John Geist. John Geist is out. So here's Steve Bandy, number 22. He's 2 laps back. He's not exactly going very poorly. He's going fast. Fam again. That's going to be John Geist, number 87. He has a way to go. Andy, number 22. He's 4th. I'm trying to find Country Doc, and I'm trying to find, there's Nathan Butler. Nathan Butler said to have a 16-second lead, and we're going to focus in on him. So he's now leading. Nathan Butler is 31st in points. He needed this as the 6th race. He needs to win this race. If he doesn't win it, he's in trouble. But he's got a clear vision right now. He doesn't have to worry about anybody near him. Nathan Butler. Country Doc lost his there's Zane Geist here. Matt Brinker is still moving around. So Country Doc has gone backwards. Butler, there's Michael Paul is back. Bandy, Geist, Lippert, Rocha, Hopper. Take a look at all these other cars. Here's Country Doc. I want to see if he got in another accident. Where did he lose his hood? Oh, he lost it a while ago. So, Country Doc losing his hood a while ago. We go live. I'm wondering whether he was in an accident or a dust-up here, or whether it was just his pit stop. Taking a look, it looks like he was just racing, and he's losing seconds. Uh-oh, there was somebody down. Who was that? Well, Zane Geist, number 92. So let's take a look at Zane Geist and see if he wrecked into anybody. Zane looked like he got bit. His car got he got hit. And there was an incident here that happened. Let's see. Here's Zane Geist. Zane Geist. Oh, he hit Kilroy hard. And Zane Geist with his car all beat up. This is an incredible race. Gonna go back to live action, and here we are. Butler now has a 19-second lead. That's Zane Geist, and that is current action. Right now, Zane Geist, number 92. 7th place, 5 laps back. There's Ronald Ray, and there's Nathan Butler. Nathan is 19 seconds ahead of Country Doc. And it looks like they're, oh, and here comes Nathan Butler into the pits. And let's see where he comes out. We have no idea where they are in pit strategies. And let's see how long of a pit stop this is going to be. 1, 2, 3 seconds. It started off. There's 5 seconds. 55 seconds. 10. You see the timer at the bottom of your screen. It started at 55. That one was a 16-second pit stop. And let's see where Country Doc will have the lead now. But let's see where Nathan Butler comes out, as he's got to go the pit stop speed limit. Country Doc might have a big lead on Nathan Butler. And here comes Nathan. He goes full speed. Basically a car in pretty much intact relative to the others. Got him as 5 seconds behind. You got to worry about cars in front of you as they make the jump and they just smash into them. There have been wrecks galore today, and that's basically what we have. This is the one goofy track. Everybody's going to have a goofy track. This one is the goofy track. Nate Butler now 8 seconds behind Country Doc. Let's see if he can make it back. He's falling behind a little bit. He's got Michael Paul going way ahead of him. Here's Steve Bandy. Steve Bandy and Nathan Butler. Nathan Butler's going back into the pit. It could be it for him. It might be it for him. He's going into the pit. It might be a longer pit stop. Let's see, he goes back into the pit and they're working on damage. QFam number 96, he's still in this, even though he's way back, but here's the leader, Country Doc. Now it's going to be number 22, Bandy, who's a lap behind. We don't know about pits or anything, their strategies or stops or anything like that. All we know is that Country Doc leads by a lap. Car is beat up. If he were to win this, he's getting big separation on everybody in points. He's 4th in points. Leahy's gone. McMinn is gone. And Mike Kilroy, number 34, he is 12th. So he's going to be gaining on that easily. Since he's first place, nobody. Country Doc. Country Doc is moving quite well. 118 out of 200 laps. I hate to do this, but we got to take a quick break. Got to use the restroom. We're going to take a look at Country Doc, and we're going to take a look at this and just watch him as he goes around for the next few laps, and we will be back. The excitement of this race doesn't come from the fact that it's close, which it isn't. It comes from the fact that you really don't know what's going to happen. Because on a road course right now, you're probably not going to get slower traffic on a very long road course. You're probably not going to lap anybody. On a short track, you don't know how Mullins is going to take that jump. And if Country Doc goes into Mullins crazy, then it's over for him. There are not that many cars left and out there. A lot of the cars have wrecked. In fact, we are now down to 15 total cars. And look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the top racers, as it is 6 cars on 6 different laps. And it's difficult. The only cars, number 16 and 25. Ronald Ray and Matt Brinker on the same lap. There's Matt Brinker. I don't know where Ronald Ray is. Matt Brinker is ahead of Ronald Ray, and there he is in the background with Hugh Pham in the middle. Hugh is 13 laps behind, but he's 15th. All he's doing is surviving. That's all he's doing. He's surviving, going to pits and survive and be 15th. Hugh Pham will move his way up from 27th position. Of course, you got to start getting, you could do the Leahy strategy and just get in the top 10 every time and not push too hard to first. But the second you don't make it is the second you're done. So Matt Brinker, number 16, he is 6th place. Ronald Ray, this is the only on-lap battle that we have until you have Nate Butler. Let's see if we can get to Nathan Butler. There he is. Nathan Butler right now with the lead over Mike Kilroy. Mike Kilroy this is a battle for 10th position. Butler's trying to stay alive. Now all these cars are thinned out. Yeah, Bandy here who's a lap back. What happened to Lippert? He's 8 laps back. He's 11th. I really think Lippert should get a top 10. Especially he's 29th in the standings. He would love a top 10. And right now, Nate Butler is working pretty hard. Sam Hopper. How about Sam? Let's talk about him for a little bit. He's 3rd right now. He's 2 laps back. With the damage and the way you take damage every time you do this jump right here, you don't know which cars are going to make it and which cars aren't. I mean, right now you have cars just trying to make it. Butler had to take 2 pit stops in a row, and that hurt. He's 8 laps back, but you just never know. Sam Hopper, the short track, he does short tracks very, very well. And it is... Here we go. Sam Hopper does short tracks very, very well. He did the the Autodrome. And that was very good for him. There he is. He jumps that one. But anyway, he did that very, very well, and he's doing this one very, very well. We do have a couple more short tracks. I think one definitely. That's the crazy 400 lap one. We're almost 3/4 of the way through this race as Hopper is trying to get up to Steve Bandy. Now, if he can get up to Steve Bandy, this won't be 2nd place, as he's getting very close to Bandy. This is not for 2nd, but this would be to be on the Bandy's lap, because he's 1 lap behind Bandy. So if he can get past Bandy, then he's going to be... He'll be all right. Country Doc still leading by a lap. I don't know where Country Doc is relative towards everyone else, but Hopper is closing the gap. He's only got 50 laps to try and get in. At least he wants a second place finish. Sam Hopper is 25th. He's right on that borderline. He is the guy that still has a great shot to gain a ton of points today in positions. But he needs every point he can get. Steve Bandy is second. He's a lap back at Country Doc. Velasco is fourth. So Adam Velasco going very well. And look at his car. It is beat up, no hood, but he is running quick laps. Sam Hopper's in the pits. And I'm not sure when everybody has to pit and when they don't, when you pit early, when you don't pit early, whatever. Brian Lippert is going to try and make back some of these. Here's Zane Geist. Zane and John Geist. Zane Geist is fifth. And John Geist is way down there at 13th, 12 laps back. But Zane Geist, Zane is all the way up in points to 15th. John is 12th. And it looks like Zane might pass John in this race. And if he does, that's going to be big. Zane will go into the pits. It seems like a lot of cars are. Zane has a lot of damage to his. Mullins is also in the pits. Let's see who's in. Kilroy's also in. I'm wondering about Country Doc. Geist again. Where is Country Doc? Country is in the pits. So when Country Doc comes in, everybody else comes in. So Country Doc right now is coming in the pits. We're going to watch Doc and we're going to see who comes out of the pits and actually passes Country Doc. He goes back into the pits here. Will anybody pass him? Let's see. Long pit stop for Country Doc. Very important. It could be the last pit stop of the race. We don't know. One lap behind is Bandy. Can he get past? One lap behind. He goes out. That's going to be Bandy again. There he is. Everybody passing Country Doc. And Bandy is going as fast as he can. This is a long pit stop for Country Doc. A very long one. Let's see this. Bandy might have the lead. And it's 55. I think Bandy might have the lead here. Let's see. Hugh Pham comes out. Country Doc is in for a country mile. Oh, he is. This is we told you before, we don't know about damage and we don't know about cars when they come in for pits and how long they take, but right now Bandy has the lead and everybody is trying to get back closer and closer to the lead lap. Country Doc is down by already 7 seconds. And there it is. That's going to be Country Doc. He changes tires. He might be gone out of here. He might be a lap back. Let's see. So Country Doc comes out of here. He was damaged and he needed a few things. But right now, Country Doc, it says 6 seconds. He's probably going to be back by a few. Let's see. As he goes up, he is down a lap. He is down still a lap. So Bandy is up by a lap. It's Doc, but Sam Hopper and Country Doc and Sam Hopper will be fighting each other on the lap behind. As we're in 156, that was a long pit stop. It just wasn't a splash and go. Let's see if Country Doc now, he loses a few. He's to third. He wanted that win. Country Doc out of New Jersey. Brian Lippert, number 3, 6 back. And he's going into the pits, so he's going to lose a few here. John Geist. John is now 10 back, but he's 13th, and he has to make sure he goes ahead right now of simply number 34, Mike Kilroy, the points leader. Mike Kilroy, the points leader, is 13. It is so difficult to see who's winning. Zane Geist, number 92. Zane is, where is he? He's 5th. He's 4 laps back. Behind him is Kilroy. This is the points leader. And you can see his car is more or less beat up. He got in a few wrecks. He doesn't have his hood anymore. I don't think any of these cars have their hoods anymore. It just flew off. Ronald Ray, number 25, he's 6 back. Hugh Pham. Hugh again, number 96, he's 14. He is 14th, and right now he's beating Chris Mullins. That's why you just keep on going. Nathan Butler will be in the pits again. And Mullins is in the pits. Butler is in there again. Sam Hopper. He's a lap behind. They're going faster and faster. Sam Hopper is pushing it. Look at Sam go. He is trying to get a lot back. He's down by a lap. He wants a win. Sam can get a win already. He's tightened the gap between Kilroy and himself. Country Doc, number 29, he is now 3rd. As he came out of the pits, he still has Adam Velasco behind him. Out comes Chris Mullins. Oh, look at Mullins. Mullins go. Mullins came out and right behind him and Michael Paul, but Michael Paul is going way ahead, and there's Michael Paul. Sam Hopper now. Steve Bandy, the race leader. He's got slow traffic in front of him. When we say slow, it's slow. He still needs to be passed by Sam Hopper. He's right behind him. I don't know about Bandy, again, the state of his car. There's Sam Hopper. Was that Emilio Rocha? We got to see. Emilio's 10 laps down. Brinker is 6. 35 to go. Butler is out of the pits again. Bandy wanting to pass Brinker. That is Sam Hopper behind Bandy, trying to get onto the lead lap. This could get interesting because we're only looking at 22nd laps, and right now it's 34 to go, and he's gaining a second, it seems, every lap. He's got slower traffic, and you can see Sam Hopper in the background. He wants to get on the lead lap here. Brinker won't let him, and Hopper is pushing his way forward as fast as he can. He's using Brinker as a slipstream. Bandy is all by himself. It looks like Hopper's going to get near him. And Bandy again goes. So Hopper, this is not for first because Hopper's got to pass Bandy twice. I don't know about pit stops, but with 32 to go, let's take a look really quickly at Matt Brinker. Matt Brinker is in the pod where he has him and Michael Paul. Michael Paul is right behind. Matt Brinker is 7th. Michael Paul is 8th. And as we said before, Matt Brinker is 16th in the points, and Michael Paul is 8th, and any position means more. You want that position because at the end in Indianapolis, that's going to be the deciding factor, really. So Matt Brinker is here in 30 laps to go. Very quick race. Sam Hopper trying to get past Brinker, but it looks like Brinker's got a little bit more going. Sam might be content in second place because Sam Hopper in second place, he would vault up from 25th place. And we said earlier, Sam Hopper. There's Bandy, the leader. But Sam Hopper is the borderline right now in the point standings between close enough for a couple race striking distance and a little bit more like you need a little more of a miracle to win it. He's the borderline, and he needed something like today to move up in points. He might move up to 16. Country Doc is still third. We want to look at Country Doc. There's Mullins and Country Doc behind him. Country Doc still with his rear end intact. He didn't get it busted up. Country Doc is a lap behind the leader, Bandy. I don't know about Bandy going into the pits in the last 25 laps. But Country Doc, let's see if he can hold up. Country Doc is fourth in points. Right now he has 675. He is 28 behind the leader. And he's probably going to take the points lead after this one. Country Doc at third place right now. The question is he going to get tangled into anything? He's still got to pass cars like Chris Mullins. Things are thinning out at this point. That's Country Doc. That's what you see right here. There's that thin. Oh, that's got to be tough. There's Chris Mullins. His car is all bashed up. Mullins won yesterday. So Mullins won yesterday, and he's 15th. He's 19 laps back, but at least he finishes. If he does finish, well, he's at least going to be 15th. Might move up. And Mullins right now, he is 7th in the points, but everybody in front of him, who knows? This is a type of race that's going to throw everything into haywire. But the only thing is, Country Doc is going to have a sizable lead here. He's going to not have a huge sizable lead, but it's going to be noticeable. It's going to be 4 or 5 positions. Going into the road race tomorrow, I mean, all qualifying is going to mean everything. Country Doc, the big story, even though he's not winning. But let's take a look at the race leader. We haven't talked about him much often because Steve Bandy. Now we're going to really focus on him with 20 to go. With 20 to go, we're going to focus on Steve Bandy. Steve Bandy currently in points. Bandy said earlier on a quote that he wanted to make a Scott Dixon-like comeback. Right now he's 28th in points, and he's going to not only probably get the win here, but he's going to get all the bonus points as well. Now, we don't know about his pitting situation. We also don't know whether he's going to do anything off of a jump and maybe misfire or something. That's huge. Everybody's thinned out over the track. There it is. That's what the track looks like. You can see it's thinned out. And I'm not sure whether everybody's like taking a knee and saying we're satisfied with our positions. And this is the other side. Bandy again, that's another one. That's number 184. Really a surprise now is 12th place Brian Lipper. Brian Lipper will move up. He's 29th in the standings. He finishes 12th. He'll be at least 20th or so. Because remember, you got that big jump. Right now it's Country Doc that is ahead in the point standings right now, and he's going to be ahead after this melee if he keeps his third position. Adam Velasco is maybe looking to pass him and get on a lead lap and maybe take that third position away. That's one thing. Adam Velasco has raced a lot better. And that way, you know, we talk about the beginning and the end and how everybody has their, you know, even stats and stuff like that. Where are you going to get this? Earlier on, he was involved in a few incidents, but right now, he's racing fourth and he's starting to move up. Now, Brooke Warren's momentum is gone. She moved up and she needed a big race today. Number 79, sorry about that. As I take a look at the point standings, there it is, 79, 19th in the point standings. Today, finishing fourth in qualifying, hoping it could get rid of all that mess and move up, and guess what? Got caught up in the mess and ended up 31st. So we got 12 laps to go. It's looking more and more like Bandy if he doesn't need a pit. Hopper and Country Doc 1 lap behind. So here's Bandy. It's going to be 10 laps to go after this one. Brinker, there's Sam Hopper. I'm wondering where Country Doc is, whether he's even in sight or not. And he's really not in sight here as Hopper moves around. Bandy again. Steve Bandy's winning. This one, a lot of people went out. He's going to probably get both sets of bonus points. He's going to get the total 185 points, which is 15 more than anybody else. That's going to shoot him up to the top. Sam Hopper's going to be second, but right now Bandy is 224 points behind Mike Kilroy, the leader, but more importantly, about 200 and some points behind Country Doc. So only being up by 20, that's not the type of vault he needed. He needed Country Doc to go down and finish back. Even now, if Country Doc were to hit the wall, he would only finish, I believe, 9th. Steve Bandy here is looking to win his first race. Velasco's in front of him. He's looking to lap him. Bandy with 7 laps to go. So Bandy, a big win for him. He's the part of the bottom part that needs the miracle comeback, and he did it here. He's driven really well many parts of the year. About, I would say, 3 of the 5 races, 3 of the 6 races so far. He's been high up, but he's had trouble with incidents. And some races he's just flat out been terrible. But for the most part, when he's on, and today he is on. For 195, he's got 5 more to go, and he's looking to win this thing. Again, I don't know about pits. I don't know about how much fuel he has, or whether he has the tires or anything. I know he is hoping out of everything that he can finish off. And that's going to be Bandy again. You never know. You take that long jump and it looks like your car could break. We ran some test races that went 400 of these laps, and which would be about a 3-hour race, and none of the cars finished. Bandy, it's going to be 197. He's got 4 to go. 4 to go, including this one. We're on him because if he goes off, then we try and find Sam Hopper in this mess and see him as the leader. Sam has to pass Bandy twice. And there's going to be 3 more here when he passes the green line. Bandy's going to win his first race of the year. He's going to vault up from his position. There's going to be a lot of changes in the point standings going to the next race. Lap number 198. This is a quick one. Bandy again goes to 199. 2 more laps for Steve Bandy, and he's going to win this thing. He's going to survive. This is turned out, this is not your regular short track because of all the wrecks. This is more or less like a very, it starts out exciting but then ends up boring. The final lap for Steve Bandy. And he's going to win the race here. I don't see him running out of gas or anything here. He already went past the last jump. Steve Bandy, one more turn. And Steve Bandy is going to win. Someone's going to get killed 200, and there it is. Bandy wins it all, but not the championship. Bandy moves up. Huge in points, he gets everything. Steve Bandy will be first place. Sam Hopper second, and Country Doc is third. Oh my goodness, like seriously, what a race. Most people go out. We don't have to worry about anything. Now the question is, the pressure's going to be on Country Doc. You pulled ahead a little bit. What's your next race going to be like? Are you going to pile on in the lead? There's Country in front of your screen going into the pits. The question is, will Country Doc move ahead in the points even more next race? Will he be able to start to pile on? Will people come around and try and catch him? So that's the biggest one, as all the cars finish their races. And that's going to be it. Bandy 1, Hopper 2, Doc 3, Velasco 4. Zane Geist finishes 5th. Ronald Ray is 6th. Brinker 7th. Michael Paul 8th. Butler 9th, Rocha 10, Kilroy 11th, Lipper 12, Pham 13, Geist 14, and Mullins 15. Now for all the people that didn't make it, Paul Slovic 16th. He'll probably get out of that rut back there. Koran is 17th. Wow, what a disappointing run for somebody who's number 10. Josh Johnson 18th. Gonzalez, Schultz, Warren, 19, 20, and 21 right there. Warren stopped the momentum as Warren all the way went up to 19th and then finishes 21st in points. Oldfield, Eschenbach, Cunningham, 22, 23, and 24. Doug Sandra, Brandon Powell, John Galante, Brent Simmons is number 28. Brent has really fallen down the list. He's 24th now and in danger of moving to the point where he's just hoping for a top 10 finish. Novik, Leahy, a huge shot as Leahy moves down again in the point standings. Spencer Kale, well, Kale didn't need that. Spencer Kale 14th in the points. Bryce McMinn 2nd, he's going to drop in. William Mullins, that 23rd in the points. He is dead last. Here's the podium right here. There it is. Bandy cruises the victory at Mary Mobile. There you see Bandy, Hopper, Country Doc. There you see it. The point standings will go over all of them. The Country Doc, a 17-point lead over Kilroy. Michael Paul remains 3rd. Ronald Ray goes all the way to 4th. Ronald Ray, who finished 6th today. Very quietly, most of the race was quiet. McMinn goes to 7th. And you can see there is separation. And then they all pump up again. So we're going to go to the points. We're going to go first, as the finish will be tomorrow. But here, the standings here, that's standings. We're going to go to race results. And weird looking flags there. Country Doc, actually, with the bonus points for leading the laps. He's going to get that. As you can see, the starts have been all over the place, the wrecks and everything. The total points, huge there. You get 5 bonus for leading a lap. That's why Nate Butler has 1 more point than Michael Paul, even though he finished 1 position behind, because he did lead a lap. He led 12 of them. And a lot of accidents and a lot of retirements, and the points, I'll tell you what, they just keep going down. 175 for the winner, and 64 for last place. So that's 100 and some that you can get, but you got to remember everybody else gets points too. So it's not like an all or nothing. So Bandy gets 175 plus 5 for leading a lap. Sam Hopper finishes second. He gets 5 less points. He never led a lap. And Country Doc led 125, so he gets 10 bonus points. So he actually gets 5 more points than the second place Sam Hopper, because he led a lap and he led the most laps. Velasco finishes 4th. He's up there. Zane Geist 5th. Zane is making a comeback. You gotta wonder about Zane. Zane was way down there in the 30s a couple times ago and a couple races ago. But as you can see, the first 45 laps had a lot of wrecks, and after that, really nothing. As tomorrow it'll be the Karjala Raceway in the northern forests of Finland. It's 3.28 miles for one, but right now going into it, the standings are this. Take a look at Country Doc. Country Doc is number 1. He's highlighted on your screen. Now it's off. Country Doc, you take a look at the points and the leaders. There is so much scrunch up from actually, let's say, there's pods starting. Country Doc has a lot of pressure on him tomorrow to do well. He has 4 out of 6 top 10s, with 2 out of that being top 5s. Kilroy has 3 top 10s and 3 top 5s. Michael Paul is 3rd. So Michael Paul actually moves up from 8th. So let's take a look. Number 1, Country Doc moves up from 4th to 1st. Number 2, Mike Kilroy drops from 1st to 2nd. He's only 17 back. That's a couple positions. Country Doc has a horrible race tomorrow. It's going to be a free-for-all. Ronald Ray goes up to 4th after finishing 6th today, but Ronald Ray was 11th yesterday, and he jumps up to 4th position. Chris Mullins went from 7 to 5, even though he was 15th, because everybody in front of him did an absolutely terrible race. Now, Nick Leahy, as you can see, what happens is there was a shift in points, but Country Doc leapt ahead. And Mike Kilroy is trailing him, so they're different pods. You have Doc and Kilroy up front. Then you have Michael Paul, Ronald Ray, Chris Mullins, Nick Leahy, and Bryce McMinn, 3 through 7th in the next one. And then you have 8 through really 17, very close. So if this were the last race, it would be kind of easy to separate out the different who can do everything and not. But if Country Doc, Mike Kilroy, and Michael Paul all go down in the next race, then you could see a major shift in the standings. Warren goes down to 20th. That's another one, as Brooke Warren was up yesterday to 19th, goes down to 20th, 175 behind a leader, needing a huge race in the next race. Hugh Pham goes up to 27th. Hugh was 27th. He is tied, so he stays the same. William Mullins drops all the way to 28th. And William Mullins, number 11 at 1 point after last race. Basically, Mullins 23rd. And then Mullins goes down all the way to 28th. Tough. Really tough. Brian Lippert with a good result. He goes up to 29th, but he stays at 29th. Sorry about that. Nathan Butler moves from 31st to 30th. Brandon Powell down to 31st, and they're starting to get way too behind the leader. Way too much behind the leader. Scotty Schultz 32nd. Paul Slovic 33rd, even though he had a 16th position finish today. Well, that's going to be it for today. Taking a look at the next few races, you're going to have Cariola, which is tomorrow. The Cariola Raceway, that's going to be Thursday's race, the Finnish. And Friday, it's Talledega. Run into the Restroom 150. 150 laps at Talledega. That should be insane. No restrictor plates or anything. That's going to be crazy. And then next Monday, the Pepsi 167 at the Coca-Cola Speedway. I believe this is the same no, it's a 3-mile speedway in Concord, Massachusetts. And a lot of wrecks happen on this. This is the second one. Next Tuesday will be the Dubai 45 and Abu Dhabi, 2 different cities. We know that. Then Wednesday, the Bunch 'em Up 400. So the Bunch 'em Up 400, the short track. The last one. It will be this one. That'll be in Odessa, Missouri. And then the long laps of length. That'll be next Thursday, setting up everybody. 40 laps. It'll be 320 some miles here in Spa, the Spa race course. And that'll be 40 long ones. And then finally, the Indy 500 championship. That's the championship. It's the Indy 500. It's going to be 500 miles. And it's going to be for the championship, whoever wins it. That's going to be 2 Fridays from now. So anyway, Cariola is tomorrow in Finland. We were going to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.